maybe I could just sort of point it at some name that I have for Jonathan. And it would say, oh, well, here's some information on him. Here's all his stuff on the web. Now, that was cached, so it came really fast. But this works with the social add-on that we've prototyped in labs today. What it does is it goes off and it uses the infrastructure of the web, much of it open, some of it still proprietary, to find information that Jonathan has put on the web for his friends, his family, and his coworkers, stuff that is keyed on his identity. The combination of these services, his blog, his profile, his Twitter stream, his Flickr page, whatever it is he puts out there on the web, is Jonathan's online presence. And the web browser can understand that. I can point a web browser at a person and say, find all of the stuff about this person, pull it together into a single context for me. And if you're a JavaScript developer, you actually can access this as a person object. A person object has these properties. It can also have methods, ways of interacting with Jonathan. So at the bottom here, you can see that we've introspected, looked at the Jonathan object and said, what can we do with this? And there's a registration API where add-ons can drop in, or jetpacks can drop in and explain how to interact with content. And it said, well, I know how to find pictures that Jonathan has put out there on the web. I know how to find pictures of Jonathan out there on the web. I know how to send him a private message. Now, in each case, these were backed by some social service. It so happens that Jonathan is a Flickr user and a Twitter user. So the pictures came from Flickr, the private message was provided by Twitter. But the photos could come from Facebook, they could come from Picasso, they could come from an open, as yet unlaunched photo service. The important thing is that we can composite together all the aspects of somebody's online identity into a single object and then allow the open web platform to manipulate that. Now, we've done some work to put those together into apps. Let me show you one that we've made. So this comes with the add-on. This is the contacts add-on. What we did is, now that we have this representation of a person, now that we know what a person is, what we'd like to do, of course, is go find all your people. What has become somewhat popular to call your social graph, the set of people that are connected to you. But not just one social graph, there's a lot of them, and not just the ones that are online. Some of this information is on your laptop, for example. So I've got here connections to the usual suspects. This, again, is a pluggable API. You can easily drop in support for new services with an add-on. Or if you support open social, actually, you can just do it by doing a quick little invocation of it. So we can go talk to my address book here on this Mac, or to Facebook, or to Twitter, what have you, and bring in all of those people, and then pull them together into a web-based address book that understands all the information that comes from all around the web. And it dynamically pulls it all together. What it actually does is that it actually goes off and queries each of these pages and parses it using technologies like microformats, follows the links, goes out into the web and finds all the resources for a person, pulls it together to a unified whole. I can actually do a view source because, hey, it's the web, we got to view source. And you can see how I found all this information for Jonathan. Here's what I got from Google, for example. A couple links, a name, a title, a picture. Here's what I got from Twitter. Here's what I got from Flickr. Pulls it all together. Bring it into apps. This is useful. We can use it in the browser right away, but we can also expose this to applications. We can, for example, this is a demo application that we made, create a photo gallery that is focused on all the people I know, on all my social networks, for all of their photo services. I'm not particularly interested in the fact that some of my friends are Facebook users, and some are Flickr users, and some are Picasso users, and some put their photos up on an RSS feed. I just want to see my friends. So with this app, the browser, which, by the way, is a static HTML, there actually is not a server component to this, merely asks the web page asks the browser, tell me about the user's friends. There's a notification box, I give it permission, and then it's able to access the list of my friends, find their photos, so I can click on my niece who just had a new baby. So that's cute babies. She happens to be a Facebook user. But I can also go down to Jonathan, who also has cute babies to look at, but in this case it's a Flickr user. The open web social platform can pull this together and create a social platform for all of these things to come together. This is a taste of what we're putting together here. We're going to be holding a deep dive session on Friday in the morning, I believe, for accounts, and we'll also be at the science fair. And so I'm really interested in talking to all of you about this, about what the open social web would look like, how we can make it part of the open web platform, and what sort of applications you'd like to build on it. So I hope to see you then. Thank you.